contributing significantly to employment, foreign exchange, infrastructure development, and hospitality growth.
President William Ruto is pulling out all the stops to seduce Kenyans into embracing the controversial Adani deal. Much like a determined boyfriend who showers a reluctant lover with gifts and promises of what she's missing out on.
Adani must go! Adani must go!
With Kenyans across the country criticizing the deal, Ruto is laying out every trap, hoping to change the minds of Kenyans. Now, just yesterday, the government took a bold step, unveiling a stunning visual representation of a future Jomo Kenyatta International Airport under Adani's control. Like a boyfriend showing off his wealth in hopes of winning the girl who's not giving in, the government teased Kenyans with artistic impressions of a sleek, butterfly-inspired terminal. This architectural marvel, they hinted, could be theirs if only they'd accept the Adani deal. The proposed design, modeled after Kenya's own vibrant butterflies, boasts fluid lines and elegant curves, promising both beauty and functionality. Now, the roof and facade, mimicking the delicate symmetry of butterfly wings, symbolize movement and grace, essentially a metaphorical promise of transformation for JKIA. And just like that hopeful boyfriend flaunting his assets on social media, the government paraded these images online, subtly whispering to Kenyans, "This is what you'll miss if you keep saying no to Adani."
And 50 billion in revenue, a clear indicator of our global appeal.
Hours later, President Ruto escalated his seduction campaign, dangling another carrot in front of the public. A vision of 5 million tourists flooding Kenya's borders annually. As of 2023, Kenya hosted at least 1.9 million tourists, bringing in 352.5 billion Kenyan shillings that year. Now imagine the windfall Ruto teased if that number more than doubled. He believes that Adani deal is the golden ticket to usher in this wave of prosperity.
Tourism is fundamental to Kenya's economy, contributing significantly to employment, foreign exchange, infrastructure development, and hospitality growth. By the end of 2023, Kenya welcomed over 2 million visitors, generating Kenya shillings 350 billion in revenue, a clear indicator of our global appeal. On target is to attract 5 million visitors annually by 2027. Achieving this requires concerted efforts from all players in the sector to position Kenya as a must-visit destination. That 5 million is attainable. I'm informed by the Ministry of Tourism, and Rebecca has given me her undertaking, that by the end of this year, we will have received the highest tourists in Kenya's history at 2.5 million tourists. Rebecca, I will be waiting and counting. And by 2027, as I have said, we want to have 5 million tourists. And that is the reason why we need to expand our airport. We need to expand our facilities. We need to expand hospitality facilities across Kenya, because we have the best premier destination in the world.
We will withdraw labor and we will close all operations within JKIA, Moi International Airport, Mombasa, Kisumu International Airport, Eldoret International Airport, all airports and all airstrips within the Republic of Kenya, we will close them down.
But despite Ruto's best efforts to seduce Kenyans into accepting the Adani deal, the path to securing the deal is anything but smooth. The government faces a fierce fighting from Kenyan citizens, and just few days ago, airport workers at JKIA, represented by the Kenya Aviation Workers Union, KAWU, rejected the deal outright. After carefully scrutinizing the documents, the union concluded that the deal wasn't in the best interest of its members or the airport itself. KAU Secretary General Mos Ndiema announced that union leaders would meet with government officials next week to officially declare their position and outline their next move. The union had previously called off a strike that paralyzed airport operations in early September to allow time to review the deal, which reportedly cost the country nearly 80 million Kenyan shillings in revenue in a single day during the strike.
Adani must go! 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 Adani must go!
And the workers are standing firm, protesting against what they deem unfair terms that threaten their jobs. They are also calling for the resignation of senior officials at Kenya Airports Authority, citing conflicts of interest in the proposed takeover.
But here, our members are being coerced. They are going to be coerced tomorrow to accept what they don't know. That airport, right now, the way it serves directly 260,000 Kenyans. And when the Indian is going to come in, if you check those documents which are in the media, you don't know if true they are. The Indian is requesting to be given free to import, to be given visas to import Indians to Kenya. He is requesting to be given 30 acres. That's a document which is there. We don't know how true it is. To be given an area to build hotels and accommodation. What will happen with the Kenyans? When is going to export his Indians to work here for Kenyans? What will happen to Kenyans? Because as a concerned Kenyan and as a union, we are so much concerned. Why this process opaque? When they are considering with Ethiopia, Ethiopia gave out a virgin land, and the builders are the ones who are building a new airport from scratch, 25 kilometers from the city. It's not an operating airport. No, it's a new airport. Go to Rwanda. Rwanda, they signed the agreement with the Qatar Airways. It's a new airport they are building. It's not an operating airport right now. If Kenya wants to have a new airport, we have Konza City. They have to go to Konza City. There's a space there. Let Adani go there, develop, do what, operate, but not the operating airport right now, which is more profitable.
I'm also doing something about the airport. Let's be honest, Kenyans. Let's be honest. Yani, the airport we have in Nairobi is made of canvas. Inajengwa na hema. In the middle of tarmac. That is the arrivals. I mean, this is a temporary structure we put up almost, 7 years ago. We don't. Ethiopia have a brand new airport. Rwanda have a brand new airport. And it is the reason why we need to work with investors to give us a new airport in Nairobi. I have seen many people saying, William Ruto wants to sell the airport. Am I a madman? Sure. How do you sell a strategic national asset? You have to be insane.
Now it seems, much like that persistent boyfriend facing rejection after rejection, President Ruto has a long road ahead in his bid to sell the Adani deal to a skeptical nation. Will he win over the people, or will this deal go down as another one of Kenya's bitter love affairs with foreign investments? Only time will tell.